It's a big 4-engine plane going real low around here. Flew over the house and made so much noise it about sounded like the house was going down in sea cold. Okay, you're where?
You want to go back on the porch?
Yeah.
Well, I heard it in the house.
Uh-huh.
I heard this noise. And I knew it was a plane.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I couldn't tell which way it was coming from or anything. And so anyway, then I saw it come, you know, from there.
Okay.
And then it came right over these trees.
How far over?
Not very far over. It didn't come over these trees, but it came over the church.
Okay.
And then when it came over the church, it started turning and went away. It didn't keep going south, say.
Okay.
It started turning, and then I couldn't see it because of the church.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I went back in the house and sat down, and, you know, it was a 4-engine. I suppose it was old, I don't know.
Well, if it's a C-130, which I think it might be, I think they still use them. It's a cargo plane.
I don't know. Why I thought it was old was because it had 4 engines.
It had propellers.
Yeah, propellers. But it was huge. It was really big. And, you know, when it turned there over the church, you could see how big it was. And so then I went back in the house and sat down. And, you know, pretty soon I heard the plane again. And so I ran out on that porch there.
Mm-hmm.
And stood there. And it was higher. It was, I don't know how much higher. It was, you know, way over the treetops.
Mm-hmm.
Like that high. And it came just the way it came before. It came down
from
here,
the north.
got over the church, and then it turned and went the same way. And I thought, well, you know, it's probably going to come back a third time. But it didn't. But anyway, then Bob came and I said, "Did you see that plane?" And he said, "Yeah."
Oh, he saw it?
Well, it was right over him on Bale Canyon.
Oh, I thought you said he just heard it.
Oh, no. He was driving on Bale Canyon. I suppose he was coming north. And he heard this horrible noise, and he thought it was some semi or something. He had no idea what it was. And then he saw this plane right above him. It must have been when it probably circled around and went right over Bale Canyon and came back. Or I don't know where it went the second time because it didn't come back.
Yeah, and then you came in and called me?
I called you immediately when I saw it was coming. And I'm going to come over the church because I thought you'd have time to maybe see it if you ran outdoors real quick. That's when I called you. I didn't call you the first time because I didn't know it'd ever come back.
Yeah. So I must have seen it when it was going over there because I heard it then, right after you called. I mean, right in the middle of your call, I started hearing it. So then I ran out and stopped.
And where was it when you saw it?
It was probably close to over Levesque's house or something. It was some distance away.
It must have gone in the circle again.
Maybe it did.
Because it was circling here over the church, just like it was the first time. Same thing except it was higher.
And we just heard this horrible noise.
Yeah.
And I looked out all the windows and I couldn't see anything, and I thought it was a truck at first, so it must have been the same as Bob.
Yeah.
And so I looked for a truck and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't figure out what on earth it was.
Yeah, it was really loud.
It was sort of like it circled my house the first time it circled and came back, and then maybe it was going away or something.
Well, I don't know how far you know, because I have no idea, but by the length of time it was gone, it would have had to have gone quite a ways.
Okay.
Because, you know, I went in and sat down for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Until it came back again.
Okay.
Wish I could have called you.
Yeah.
When it was coming. Well, I did sort of call you when it was coming, but, you know, it took me a while because I was so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is exciting as buzzards flying over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've seen them because I had a military jet circle my house once.
Yeah.
And boy, that was impressive because it was real low. It took everything.
Huh.
And then I had two of those that kind of plane just swooped over just tree level. And I photographed that too.
Huh.
It was years ago though.
Huh.
So.
What are people doing?
Maybe they're National Guard or something, but it's a military. Well, I'm just guessing that's what it is. But a C-130 is pretty big.
Yeah, I could have. It takes so long to get a picture with your camera to turn it on.
I know.
Or to even have the binoculars. It would have been gone by the time I got them in focus, so it was better to just watch it manually, you know.
Well, that's when the jet circled the house. Well, the whole house was just shaking, but I tried to load one camera, and then I tried to load the other camera, and then I ran out, and I didn't really get good pictures, but it circled quite a while. So. But it was a lot higher than it was at first.
Yeah.
So. Well, thanks.
Yeah.